Okay, that's good. Very good. All right, honey. Hey, Dan.
Oh, yeah. How are you?
Good, how you doing?
All right, doing fine, yeah. So how'd you get here?
I had the cab drop me off on the way back from the airport, and Cheryl took it on home. Hey,
Hey, I could have picked you up, you know.
look at this place.
Yeah.
Very nice. Looks like you've been living here for a while.
Well, listen, you look good here.
How you doing, okay?
Yeah.
How come I called you a couple of times? You never got back to me.
Well, I was busy, you know, I got busy.
You got busy? What do you
yeah.
got busy?
Sit
What are
down,
you
you'll
doing?
Have a
You're
few,
so
yeah.
busy.
Let me make you a cup of coffee, huh? You want to sit down?
I don't
You
want
want
any coffee, no. I just
All right.
came to check up on you. How's Mom doing?
Oh, well, you know how people do. So, tell me about New York. Did you have a good time in New York? I mean, it was busy.
You seem very jumpy. What's the matter with you?
Well, you know, I didn't expect you to come in today. I really didn't know you were here.
Where's Mom?
Well, your mother. Yeah, well, I'll tell you all about your mother, you know. After all, you know, we brought her back. You know, your mother, she got sicker, and we had to bring her back to the hospital.
She's in the hospital?
Yeah, well, not now. That's, but we had to bring her back for a little while. And
why didn't you? Why didn't you even tell me? You didn't even call me.
Well, she didn't want to bother you. You know how she is. She said, don't bother him. He's in New York, and let him enjoy himself. She didn't want to spoil your trip. But she's not in the hospital now. So that's over with. Don't worry about that.
So she's feeling better?
No, well, in a way. She did warn me. She said, if anything happens to me, don't bother Larry, because he's in New York. He wants to enjoy. So then, after a day or two, nobody goes on forever and ever and ever. And I'm not going to go on.
She died?
Yeah. Dead. She's dead. And she didn't want me to bother you.
What does that mean?
Well, you were in New York, you were having a good time, so we didn't call you.
When did she die?
Let's see, the funeral was on Monday,
The what?
so she had to die on
Funeral?
Saturday. Yeah, the funeral.
Why wasn't I?
Wait.
I'm not at the funeral? What do you mean?
No.
Monday was the funeral.
Well, Monday was the funeral.
Well, why wasn't I at the funeral? Why didn't you call me?
She told me not to bother you, you know.
She told you not to bother me?
that-
What's that supposed to mean?
You were in New York, you were busy.
So what? What do you mean I was busy? You give me a call. You didn't call me?
We didn't call you.
You didn't call me to tell me my mother
The last
died?
words she said to me, if anything happens to me, you don't bother Larry. You don't spoil his trip in New York.
It's insane!
The woman did not want to bother you.
I missed her funeral because she told you not to call me? Is that what you're telling me?
That's right.
What's that, Larry? My condolences.
Your
I'm
cousin.
sorry. How are you?
Hi, Andy.
I'm sorry. I really am. Heard you were in New York. You missed a good one. This was really a nice.
Well, I'm sorry I missed it. Perhaps had I been informed, I may have been able to attend my mother's funeral.
It was beautiful.
Very nice.
Very well attended. Rabbi spoke. Honestly, Rabbi spoke beautifully, like a friend.
I noticed you called Andy in New York, and he flew in.
Well,
right?
Andy, your mother didn't say not to call Andy.
I was in New
She
York.
said not to call you. That's all. That's all she ever said.
Gotta say, why didn't you call me when you were there? It would have been nice if you called.
You know, I was busy, Andy. I couldn't see you.
No,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
not talking about that. Just call me. I figure if you're in town, just call me and say hello. I didn't need to see you. I didn't need to come visit.
I know, but what's the difference? I could call you when I'm in L.A. I don't see the logic to it.
No, you know what I'm talking about. Don't be a putz. What are you talking about?
I don't know what you're talking about. There's no
Wait,
logic
are you
to it.
telling me? Are you out of your mind? If you go to Florida, you're not going to call Aunt Jan?
Not necessarily.
Oh, you come to town, you give me a call. Just
if
call.
I can't see you, there's no point in
I didn't
calling.
want to see you. What is the matter with you?
you know
Two
what?
people related to each other, two cousins, and you're arguing this way.
Okay, forget. I'm sorry I didn't call you. in
I'm
New York.
sorry you didn't either.
Okay,
It would have been nice to hear your voice.
Okay.
Let me show you who was there at this
Yeah,
funeral.
please.
Everybody was there. My goodness. You know, Uncle Harold was there. He told his joke, you know, his famous joke that he always tells.
Yeah, about the temple. I know.
And
I
that
know.
Abe Lincoln
Yeah,
was,
Abe Lincoln. He was
The
Jewish.
food was very good.
He got
The
shot
first
in the
night
temple.
was,
Yeah.
the food the first night was not so good. It was just deli. But I'll tell you, people brought over. We still got some stuff in the fridge. It's delicious.
Yes, we have a lot of hard-boiled eggs, plenty hard-boiled.
And the eulogy
Yeah.
was nice.
It was beautiful.
Take a look at how wonderful.
A lot of people turned out.
Yeah.
Beautiful service. Sorry about your loss. Where's Larry?